Hi everyone, it is not Monday again, it is actually Tuesday today, and I didn't record anything yesterday because it was a holiday in Spain yesterday, so I didn't go into town, which means I decided not to do one yesterday. I was going to do it today, and that was actually just as well because there's been some news, virus related to Santiago and to the numbers. So as of this morning, Santiago is in level 3. We're in the red area, and that's because we've had about 112 infected per 100,000 inhabitants, which means the numbers are creeping up, which is not so good. From what I've been reading, it seems like they're blaming the students at the university coming back, of course, a couple of weeks ago, and I guess we could see the effects of that now. At least that's the claim, that's who's to blame for this. So we have about 35 people in the hospital in Santiago right now, 7 in intensive care. So although the numbers are high, they're not as high as the average for Spain. Average for Spain is much higher. And Madrid, since I did my last video, they're now actually in a state of emergency because of legal things. The things they put into effect there was shut down because of some laws, and now they have to do the state of emergency situation in Madrid to have the restrictions that the national government wanted. But you can still travel. These are restrictions light. You can still travel to work. You can still travel to go to school. But other than that, there's some limitation. It's very difficult to tell. There's really not one standard response to this different sets of levels of infection in Spain right now. So it's difficult to explain, to figure out exactly what the different levels are. And I was actually looking for now, Santiago is in level 3, red area. What does that mean? None of the papers say anything about any new measures as of this morning. There's going to be some more meetings later today, so we may get some more restrictions later today. But it's not going to be a confinement that we had back in March. It doesn't sound like that at all. Probably bars and restaurants going to be limited, maybe outside only, and some things like that. Since we talked last, also Orense, I mentioned that I wouldn't be surprised if they got into the red zone, and they actually got into the red zone just a few days after I recorded my last video. So now you cannot walk into Orense, and you cannot walk out of Orense right now. You should probably find a bus or a taxi to go past it if you're walking. What else? Nothing else really. Spain, 128 deaths per day, about 10,000 infections per day. So it's not great, but it's what it is. So it's one of those times I think we just have to hunker down, just do the minimum outside, try and stay safe and move across and get across this time and hope for better times. As you can see, they're still working on the cathedral. There was some mention in the paper a few weeks ago that we're on schedule to open up or to finish the restoration by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but in the beginning of the year, I'm sure it's going to be ready for anyone that want to come and enjoy the cathedral. So with that, I think I'm gonna. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. That's what that was. So anyway, hope things are safe where you are. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you next week.